Get flicked. Welcome to Flick the Script Podcast, episode 7. My name is Derek Mitchell. Today we're going to talk about the movie Under Paris. Now, last night I was just thinking of what movie could I watch on Netflix, just randomly. And I kept hearing about this movie called Under Paris. And a few times I even watched the trailer and I was like, wasn't too sure about it. I wasn't really sold on it. But last night I decided to give it a go and check it out. And I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts on it. Now, first off, the duration of this movie is 1 hour and 43 minutes, directed by Xavier, starring Berenice, Bejo, Nassim, Lyes, and Marivin, Anais, Parello, and of course many other talented actors and actresses as well. Now, this movie is about some researchers who are tracking sharks in Paris, and there's one shark in particular named Lilith that they're tracking just to see if there's any progress with her or anything like that. And what they start to realize is that she's growing at a very alarming rate, like becoming massive. And next thing you know, she starts to terrorize the locals. She's like ripping people apart. You're just finding out bodies are everywhere, and it starts to get a little crazy. So this researcher in particular, she decides to link up with the police, and they begin working together, tracking this particular shark. And then upon tracking this shark, they realize that this shark has been reproducing, and in a way, it's kind of mutated because it doesn't need a mate to reproduce. It's been reproducing on its own. And next thing you know, there's hundreds of sharks in this water. And again, they just keep multiplying at an alarming rate. And next thing you know, there's a triathlon that takes place. And this is where it really gets bad. And this is where I was like, this is crazy, because all of a sudden there's a triathlon that takes place, and you can only imagine what happens from there. Just use your imagination. You could tell what happens. But when I was going into this movie, I wasn't really expecting too much. Um, there were a few scenes I was like, okay, the CGI wasn't too good, but it was what it was. Overall, I give this movie, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 10. It just wasn't to my liking. It was, like I said, it was a little lackluster, but again, if you want to check it out, feel free to. It's on Netflix. Once again, this is Derek Mitchell with Flick the Script Podcast. This is episode 7. The movie was Under Paris. Tune in next time for episode 8. I will see you then.